Remember that time we were going to do a show? Remember it?
Yeah.
Oh, don't
All
tell
right.
me today.
It's Monday. Rough weekend. I hope everybody else is prepared for Monday. I am not. I am ready to go back to bed.
Exactly.
And I still got to do a show tonight with Don Ecker. We got not Mark Center. Mark Center's always on the show. He and I are the co-hosts for Don. But we got Mark D'Antonio coming on.
Oh,
Nice.
And I just finished watching his episode of The Proof is Out There, the latest episode. It's really good. It's a really good episode. Good, man. I need to do my drugs.
I know how you feel, man. My allergies attacked me. I cut the yard for the first time this weekend, and it is kicking my ass right now. Yeah.
I am taking 8 of these a day right now.
Damn, bro.
Benadryl to get me through.
Yeah.
Worst part is my latex sensitivity has officially turned into an allergy now.
Oh.
Did it happen again?
Yeah, if I make any contact with anything that's got latex in it, man, I get hives.
Oh, no. Oh, you two, you don't have allergies. That's climate change.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, but you need a
I'm
cover
not
that
sure what
stays
the
on top
fuck
of
you
the
said, but it
mattress.
sounded interesting.
What about you, Rodriguez? You got anything to say?
Yes, sir, but it's very difficult, sir, and I don't think you'll understand.
Well, try me. Let me hear.
Okay, sir. Mire, jefe, yo no sabía que yo iba a trabajar más fuerte que el caballo del tío. El pobre se cayó.
All right, what the fuck did he say?
Do you really want to know?
Yes.
Okay.
I heard Jefe.
Jefe is boss.
Yeah, I know.
What he said is he didn't know he was going to have to work so hard. He's working harder than his uncle's horse, and the horse fell down dead for overworking.
That was a horse, right?
That
As
is
in
dramatic.
animal with 4 legs?
Yes.
Because it sounded like something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded like you said
It sounded like hookers plural is what it sounded
Only
like.
you
well,
two thought that, guys.
Which just
Only
adds
you
more
two.
to the humor of the fact that we don't know what Martin is saying half the time.
Oh my god.
So
Oh, man.
I see
One of
that
these days, Gerry. One of these days.
Penny is here. No way out. There's a way out. Just ask Gerry. He'll tell you to slip out the back door. Thanks, D-Bud. First, I mean, not a hello. No hello.
Nothing
just
like that.
Right out of the gate, you're gonna do the back door thing. So you get this with your breach. It is the brand new video from this movie.
Tom, David's here. Oh my God. I'm begging you, please, just go now out the back door. I'm sorry, just...
When I go, it'll be through the front door.
Now, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I can tell that was ADR. When the camera goes off her to him and she adds more dialogue, that was ADR. Because it doesn't even sound the same as the other dialogue.
What is ADR?
Additional dialogue recording.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Okay.
That's where they have to go into the recording studio and redub stuff or add things. And in that scene, she added the additional lines. When the camera turns to her, she's, oh my God, that part, that's ADR. It's not what was recorded live.
Yeah, I didn't know what that acronym stood for.
Neither
yeah,
did I.
you
You
see
learn
that a lot in
something new
movies,
every
man. They good editors can kind of cover it, but yeah, you can tell when they do it sometimes.
It never sounds exactly the same.
It
because
doesn't.
the acoustic, but this one was very good done, very well done. So congratulations, Gerry. You have
for years on Blade Runner. It's one of the most famous ADR lip flaps for that film. And Charlie Deslarica fixed all the audio finally with the final cut to where it all worked. And in fact, he digitally went in and manipulated the lips to match up. In fact, the shot of Harrison Ford, the famous scene where he meets Hassan the Egyptian snake dealer.
Right.
There's massive lip flap there, where what his mouth is doing is not what you're hearing. It's like really weird lip flap. He went and had Harrison Ford's older son, Willard, go in and do the mouth movement. And he digitally added Harrison Ford's son's mouth into the shot because he looks a lot like his dad. And it's seamless. It's perfect now. It's
Wow.
weird. It's
Talk about a
amazing what
great,
they do.
I guess CGI would be used there, huh? A little bit.
It was the CGI is how it was brought into it.
Mm-hmm.
The computer generated imaging. It was because it was actually filmed and then added onto the thing using digital effects.
Wow.
But yes,
That's
he
cool.
is a front door apparently. Maro says, good morning, Andy. Says, my lazy arse neighbor, Deborah, is asleep on my sofa. Did you wake up to that? Is that
Did you wake
normal?
him?
Just suddenly wake up and find your neighbor asleep in your house?
Is that a British thing?
I mean, look, Mac, I cannot tell. We almost killed each other one night, Mac and I, because and Anna's met and talked to Mac, so she knows our friendship. We've been friends for a long time. We lived with each other, and even when he wasn't living with me, he knows how to pick a lock with the actual. He has a lock picking kit, just like a good burglar, and he would. Even though I gave him a fucking key, he would forget the key and he would pick his way into the apartment. And one night I thought I heard Zoe getting up out of bed. And I got up, walked into the hallway, and it's dark, to see what she's doing. And all of a sudden there's this full silhouetted man standing in front of me. And I go into combat mode and I grab him by the throat and he grabs me by the shirt and I haul back to fucking let him have it. And he hauls back to let me have it. And then I realize I know that bald head. It was just that split second. I went, oh, fuck you. And I shoved him to the ground and he started laughing. I'm like, you fucking prick.
Mac is fun.
Mac's a dick, which is perfect for me because you have to be a dick to be really
That's why you're
close friends
friends.
with me.
Yeah. I loved it when you had me talk to him on your phone at that garden party.
Yeah,
and
he
you
just walked
grabbed the
off with
phone
you.
and walked off.
Just wanders
Stole
off
me
with it.
from you.
I'm like, I kept going to Ultra Rob. I'm like, is he bringing my phone back? Do I get to talk to my girlfriend some more tonight? Where did he go? I don't know where he even went. I think he went in the living room.
No, we just did a tour for the garden.
But it was loud outside, so that's why he went inside with it. But oh, Mac. So many Mac stories. Let's see. So I told one of my stories last night on Twitter. And it's one I don't tell very often. It's just popped into my head last night because somebody had said something to somebody else and I was reading it and I'm like, what's like the most messed up thing you ever had happen to you in the medical field? And so I'm thinking about that going, yeah, it's like I've had so many fucked up things happen to me when I was a paramedic and as a nurse that it's endless. So I posted this. I was thinking about the craziest thing I ever saw when I was working as a paramedic. And there are so many. So there was this one night at 0:30, cops had chased a punk in I think it was the Northgate area of Seattle, where he decided to hide. And they released their canine to find him. We arrived on the scene after they had arrested this guy. And when we started to deal with him, his knee was a bloody mess. And it was from where the canine had nom-nommed him. Nom, 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 nom.
Mm-hmm.
And I was the one taking the call. And so I irrigated the wound and I put a bandage on it, just a quick bandage, which has gauze in it. It's got cotton gauze. Okay. So we then transported and I think we transported him to UW, which there's an ER, emergency room on the north side of town. And that's where I recall it was. And like I said, it was the middle of the night. So it's really dark when you go in and they're not very busy. And not like Harborview. Harborview is nicknamed the zoo. And because it's a madhouse 24/7. But up near UW, it's kind of quiet. So it was kind of dark in there and they had only one attending physician in the ER. And he came in, and we had to help the cops, and we had to, because one cop traveled with us there, had to be with him at all times. And we get there, and he makes sure to change his cuffs, and regular, not flexi cuffs, but real handcuffs, and has him handcuffed to the gurney. And the doctor unbandages his leg and looks down and sees a little microfiber of what looks like a string of cotton sticking out of the wound. So he grabs a pair of curved tweezers, the big ones. You see them in surgery and shit like that. Grabs it and pinches this thread and pulls it. And all of a sudden, this guy just sits up like Nosferatu and goes, ah, like that. And we're like, I was like, what the hell's going on? And the doctor looked at him and he let go of the thing so it wouldn't come out of the wound. And so he puts some saline over it and then tries to do it again. He does it 2 more times. And each time he does it, the guy comes up like Nosferatu going, ah! The third time he did it, the doctor sat back because he was sitting on one of the medical stools. He sat back and he goes, oh, that's not gauze. That's a tendon.
It'd come through the skin. Oh my God. Ow.
And I made a joke. I didn't post it here because I didn't want to say what I did. I said, so he's sort of like a pull string puppet.
Oh, man. That's hard.
Even for you, Gerry, that's bad.
Well,
It's just jokes, folks. It's all right. It's all right. It's just jokes.
Cop and my partner, they all chuckled when I said it. I didn't put that on my post because I don't want to get canceled on
you guys
Twitter.
in the medical field have the darkest sense of fucking humor.
Yes.
It's not
Yeah,
even
but don't say it in front of the patient.
My wife is the same damn way. She was an RN for 20 years, and she's got some fucked up jokes. Let me tell you. Good Lord.
It happens, man.
Yep. Oh, I would imagine you'd have to laugh about it or cry. One of the two.
Today is National Hug a GI Day. Is that gastrointestinal or is that?
Oh my God! No.
Hug somebody's guts. So, we're going to be talking about a little film that I asked Don if he wanted to join me because he really loves it. Him and Vicky both love this movie.
Oh, I do too. I wasn't going to miss this one, bro. I love this movie. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Hi, Cam.
You want to talk about Costner when he was a kid? Wow.
I have so many stories, Cam, and not one of them is not fucked up. They're all fucked up, but that's what makes them funny.
I can't believe I haven't heard of that one before. That's a first.
Well, it's like I forget so many things that happen, and then one day it'll pop up, in my memory. Like another weird one was when my partners and the cops and I bet on how high this lady's ass could get on the gurney because she was trying to get out of her flexi cuffs, and she was in a 4-point. You don't know what I'm doing. A 4-point restraint, and on her belly on the gurney, and she's cuffed with her arm above her head and one down by her waist, and the one knee up, bent, and her foot's cuffed, and the other foot's cuffed, flexi cuffed, down lower. So it's impossible to really get up. But this, she was an Inuit, and she had gone to her sister's house after she got out of rehab to take her daughter back, her 4-year-old daughter. And when she got to the house, the sister refused to turn the child over to her until they've gone to court. And the mother lost her mind and took her own child and started trying to bash her head into a wall, to swing her child into a wall. Said, if I can't have her, nobody will, is what she was basically saying. And her sister fought her. And finally the cops got there and they were able to restrain her. And then we get there and they had to unrestrain her and then re-restrain her on our gurney. And while we're writing up our report with the police officers, because you got to do your report, all of a sudden her ass starts going up and down on this gurney. And it just seems to get higher and higher. And in the back of the ambulance, you have one of those cube long cube shape, 1 inch by 1 inch by 1 inch. It's 1 inch by 1 inch by 3 feet, yardsticks
Right.
in the back, and it's always in there for a lot of different reasons because you never know when you're going to have to measure something that you're dealing with as a paramedic, and so it's always back there. So I stuck it between the rails so we could determine how high her butt was going each time because it seemed to be getting higher, and we all took bets on how high it would be.
Wow.
And I didn't win. I didn't win. One of the cops got the money. It was like $10.
That is so messed up.
Intense.
And with that, it's
in the medical field.
With that mental image, I will start to run the slideshow.
So this film really had an impact on me, and it definitely has an impact on my book, Vindicated Inc. Because I really love the character Scott that Costner plays. Is a great character, and one of the best things about this film is it's funny because there was this moment during the film where I asked this very strange question, and I'm like, "Is this?" But I went, "No, this can't be. This is going to be a straightforward story." But absolutely, this has one of my favorite twist endings.
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah.
It blew my mind. It had me speechless.
Guys, I hate to interrupt, but I have to do this.
By what name are you known?
There are some who call me Tim.
Yes, Tim.
Yes, you don't want to upset the diva by not playing his video.
I swear to God, he bosses me around more than you, Gerry.
Right. But yeah, this does have a really effective twist ending. I mean, what's the I See Dead People movie? Yeah, The Sixth Sense.
Yeah,
I figured out 5 minutes into that what was going on.
The minute he
but
tried to open
this
the door,
I didn't see
knew what was
coming
going
at
on.
all. I really did not. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the best ever. It really is. Yep. I did not see this one coming at all.
Yeah,
And if you haven't seen the movie,
watching
you
it
don't
for
know
the
what we're
first
talking
time,
about. But yeah,
you want to go and watch it again because then so many things make sense.
Right, and you're sitting there going,
Well, the funny part is I've got to deal with her in my ear. She's like, "Oh, he's an idiot. Why is he doing that?"
Here we go.
Wait till the end, and then it'll make sense. Yeah. Costner. This film made his career,
dude. Yeah, I'll tell you what. But before this, I guess he was best well known for being the crazy brother of the guy in Silverado, right? He was that dude. I mean, he was a kid when he made this movie. What year is this? It's 88. Is that right? Something like that.
87.
87. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Patty and I still lived in the farmhouse, and it was a simpler time.
A simpler time. A much simpler time. I had just gotten out of the army.
By the way, in this scene, Brad Pitt is in the party scene.
Is he?
He's in both parties.
Yeah, he's an extra in this movie.
You can actually hear him laugh when the Polynesian guys start doing their dance. You hear a guy laugh on camera. That's Brad Pitt.
That's the guy that blew me away in this flick right here.
Will Patton.
Oh my God.
Will Patton has worked with Costner 4 times now. He's in the new Western movie series that he's doing.
Oh, is he?
I
have to watch that.
It's interesting. Costner, Gene Hackman, and Will Patton are they're best friends in real life.
They really like to work together.
I loved him I loved him as Bethlehem. I really did.
The same thing with Robert Duvall.
Yeah.
He's Costner is very close friends with Robert Duvall.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But in the background in this scene, you'll see Brad Pitt. It was the first time in a movie. And he actually gets to laugh. You get to hear Brad Pitt. It's obviously Brad Pitt's laugh. You hear it and you go, "Oh, that's Brad Pitt."
Yeah.
Got
You can't. Tim doesn't miss a trick. You can't slip up around that dude. Good Lord, maniac.
Oh, look at that woman.
You are such a perv, Tim.
He is, man. He is. He really is.
But he is our perv.
Yeah, I've got to. Now that we're talking about this, I might have to pull it out and watch this again. Because I haven't seen it in many, many years, but I've seen it so many times. I remember the whole damn thing, you know. Now, wasn't she Looney Tunes before it was all said and done? The leading actress in this movie?
She's a friend of mine, so I don't get into that.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I've known her for a long time.
Really?
Yeah, I'm the founder of the Blade Runner fan club. I know a lot of the cast.
Oh, cool.
And crew. And she's a personal friend. Occasionally I get these selfies. She'll just send me a selfie.
Right.
And what I just say is she had a rough life.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she got abused by some of her leading men.
Oh, wow.
And I don't think they thought they were abusing her, but they were.
Well, enough said about that then. I always liked her. I thought she was really good. You know?
She's a sweetheart. In real life, she's an absolute sweetheart.
Mm-hmm. She's gorgeous, that's for sure.
I consider historically one of the most beautiful women in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And her run as Shawnee in Dune is my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you guys were talking about the end of that movie now. Yeah, that's very different from the story it's made from, isn't it?
It shits on the book. Absolutely shits on what he did in that book. I just got so fucking angry about it.
I mean, I'm looking at it from a normie perspective. I've never read the book, and I enjoyed the movie, but she sure seemed like a different character than the '84 one that Sean Young played.
Oh,
totally different.
they are not even in the same galaxy, man.
Yeah.
No. Well, when I finally overcame my furious anger, I tried to see the movie through the eyes of a normie.
The movie Pulp Fiction with furious anger thing? Furious righteous anger, whatever that was.
As I was saying, as a movie, not as an adaptation. As a movie, I rated at 5 point whatever, but never a 6.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have a serious problem when the people do not love your protagonist. Protagonists are meant to be loved by the audience. And Chani completely destroyed that.
She's repugnant in the new movie. She's she's offensive in a negative way. So here you go. This is Brad Pitt right there on the left in that scene.
Okay.
Oh,
there he is. Yep.
And you can actually see him in both party scenes in this movie. Because there's a party later at the end of Act 1. He's in that one too. That's actually, these are from that scene. Because the opening scene, he's wearing his dress blue uniform.
Or just blue, yeah.
And here he's wearing his dress white uniform.
Mm-hmm. I got to address Cam's statement there, man. Yeah, Will Patton's awesome. But I think my favorite line he's ever said in a movie was in Armageddon. Man, what are you doing with a gun in space?
He is such a good actor.
He is.
One of my favorite films with him is with Costner. It's called The Postman, which I plan to do on a Saturday.
Yeah, Bethlehem. That's
that film tanked, but it's like Waterworld to me. They're both great films.
I love it, dude. I love it. I think it's awesome.
Didn't do well in the box office because people didn't get it.
No.
He was trying to do a not highbrow science fiction, but he was trying to be genuine in a legit way, not doing pulp science fiction, but trying to make something that was fun, but also an interesting story. And People weren't ready for it.
And it's extremely patriotic. Whether the
the Postman is.
Yes, exactly.
Very patriotic.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, super patriotic. It runs on the idea that the United States of America will never die. It will never be stopped. Right? It will always rise back up. You know,
and there will always be those out there trying to make sure that it keeps going.
Mm-hmm. I know you love the Vietnam vet that's in the Postman there at the end of it, the radio guy.
Yeah.
That he goes to and says, "Show me how we got to do this," right? You know, when he finally embraces the fact he's got to fight this dude. Yeah. First guy he goes to is the Vietnam vet.
The weirdest casting in that movie for me was Tom Petty.
It was great though. It was so
I know,
great.
but it really caught me off guard.
Yeah.
It caught me off guard. I'm like, it's fucking Tom Petty.
Yeah. And he's playing himself.
Is he gonna play Free Fallin'?
Right? From the top of that dam, right?
Which is, of all of his songs, that's my personal favorite song he ever wrote.
It's a great song. But what I thought was funny is he's playing himself. You know? Nah, man, you're famous.
It's good stuff, man.
It's great. I never understood the hate for that movie. I never understood it.
I'll never understand it, period.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I've met people who didn't like it. I'm like, how can you not like that movie? It's a Western, an apocalyptic Western.
That's what it is.
It's sort of like, what was the movie we were just watching, honey? And I said that it's a Western. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't remember what the heck we watched this weekend. I'm going to have to go to F
last
movies.
night?
There was something we watched this weekend, and I said, the cool thing about this movie is it's a Western.
Yeah, the movie that we did Saturday.
What is it?
Roadhouse?
Yes, Roadhouse. Roadhouse.
Yeah, that's a Western, no doubt. And all you people that love The Walking Dead, I got news for you. That's a Western too.
Yeah, and you know what? I just revisit. Oh, I love this scene here. I grew up around DC, so any shots of the mall makes me sad, because that's called the mall, the area between the Capitol and the Washington Monument, and the Lincoln Memorial. That is referred to as the mall. And I spent so much time there. I love DC.
I should have counted how often Gerry said, "Oh, I've been there" during this movie.
Yeah. I've been there. Oh, I've been under that bridge a lot of times.
Yeah.
Right.
All the time.
Yeah, because one shot when they're heading to Connecticut, New England, wherever they're headed up there to go boating, that road is the road that you take to go to Arlington Cemetery and to the Iwo Jima Memorial, World War II Memorial. They're going the opposite direction, but that's the same road. But another film I caught up on this weekend while I was working is 3 Billboards in
Ebbing, Missouri.
Yeah, outside Ebbing, Missouri. And I forgot just how good a film that is, because it's loosely based on an actual event, but it was a father, not a mother, that did it. But I love the ending of that film, the ambiguous ending.
Haven't seen that one yet.
Will they go and kill this guy?
Francis McDermott, right?
Yeah. The only thing I felt they made a screw up on that is the scene where she goes out with the character Peter Dinklage plays, and because her ex-husband comes up and spoils the dinner, he doesn't know that. So when he comes back to the table, she's in a foul mood, and he thinks that she's rejecting him, and there's no resolution to that. We should have gotten a resolution to that. I cannot stand it when you open a door and don't go through. And this is a scene where she's, why is he doing that? He's an idiot. Because the little kid steals right here. Steals his. Now, don't you run off with my clothes. Don't you run off he's running with my clothes. And they got to chase him down. And she yells at the idiot.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the kid was going to run. But once you finish that movie, well, actually,
Classic
they say
Wayfarer. Yeah. I love those classic Wayfarer sunglasses, man. Ray-Bans, great stuff. Yes,
on everybody,
there's
but
Monkey Jeebus. Yes, we got to see a lot of Monkey Jeebus in this film.
yep.
It earned its R, and
80s,
that's
man.
R for Monkey Jeebus.
You can't do a good 80s movie without having titties in it.
Yes, Iman is in this film. This is her first film,
Who's that?
and she
Oh, the friend.
her career never took off. No, well, yeah, she married David Bowie, but she her career never took off the way I thought it would, because her next big gig was in Star Trek VI: The Undiscovered Country.
God damn it,
She's a-
Tim. Look at that.
Come on.
It's a little tiny role, yeah. And you know what was interesting about his character? He's short, but he was also very short with her. By the way, I heard something last night and on one of Anima's new favorite shows, Just Shoot Me, where Maya is talking about, like,
Oh,
it wasn't a pony, it was a horse. And I'm like, that the joke didn't go anywhere. And I went, oh, if I'd written that, it would have been, it was a regular horse with dwarfism. It wasn't a pony. It was a dwarf horse. Nobody fucking laughs. That was fucking funny in my head. I don't care. Fuck you guys. That shit was funny in my head. I still think it's funny. Whatever. Shut up.
I haven't seen that episode.
Don't placate me. Don't placate me.
Fuck you. Is that better?
you read my mind, Anima.
I know.
Oh, another thing I found this weekend on F Movies, they just put up the entire serial or series film of the original Phantom, the Phantom, you know,
Really?
twin pistols, mask, purple costume.
Yeah.
Of course, it's
Oh,
black and white, so you can't tell what color it
Okay.
is.
don't care. Oh, look.
Didn't Billy Zane play him in a failed movie?
Yeah, I did
Yes.
not like that movie. Oh, let's see. He's riding on his horse, and somehow he's managing to do the same speed as a plane flying.
Yeah.
over it.
Crazy movie. That was crazy.
How
But
fast
but you know what?
you
From that one
go,
movie, I could tell that
lift
Billy
off?
Zane was going to be good. Yeah.
120 miles per hour. So that horse is running at 120 miles an hour.
Yes.
Fucking
Absolutely.
stupid. Don't
But
get
I
me
can-
wrong. There are some fun moments in it. By the way, Will Patton really shines as his character,
Yes.
because you really get in his performance that this character is gay. But it's
yeah.
not like flamboyant.
No.
He's not flamboyant. But through the way he behaves and conducts himself around Gene Hackman's character, you can tell that he is not just working for this man, but he is
He's in
enamored.
love with him.
Mm-hmm.
He's in love with this man. The way he touches him.
Mm.
When he touches him, is the way a wife would touch a husband,
Mm-hmm.
trying to get him to relax.
Yeah.
I caught all these little nuances, and I thought, this is a brilliant actor right here. This is the first movie I ever saw him in. I'm like, who is this guy?
Mhm.
Holy shit, those steely eyes he's got. Because his
He
eyes,
is so good.
he can express himself so well, but when he goes cold, holy shit, it's intensely cold. Those eyes.
Yep.
6
I mean,
degrees of separation again. Like this film did for Costner, that one showed the potential of a young Will Smith.
Yes, I really like that movie.
Yeah, it was also the first time he slapped Chris Rock.
Right?
Oh,
Wasn't it in that movie?
No.
But yeah, one a lot of people forget about because it was not the greatest movie in the world, but he plays Travolta's right-hand man in The Punisher, you know?
Yep.
And he's gay in that movie.
And he's not in real life.
He's closeted. Yeah,
It's
we
called
know
acting.
that. Yeah. Absolutely.
But
Exactly.
today, everybody just assumes somebody playing a gay character is gay in real life.
Right. Which is the
Because
dumbest
so
thing in the
often
world.
it
Yeah.
is because it's like, wouldn't you hate to be typecast as only being gay? I mean,
Right.
that's what
It's what
happened to
they
the guy
do,
from
though.
Suits. Well, the
So
dude from
often they
Suits,
cast gay people.
I'm trying to say something. The actor from the actor from Suits, it's all he wants to do now is play gay characters because he feels he has to represent. I thought you were a fucking actor.
Yeah.
Because he was really good in Suits. Like the first big moment for him was in Doom Patrol. And it was 75-1. Everybody else's relationships was insignificant. Just his gay relationship was important. I had no problem with him being gay in show, even though it did go against the comic book. Because he and the Melty Lady got together and they raised Beast Boy. They became the surrogate parents of Beast Boy. They changed everything for that show. But I love the show. It's still funny as fuck. I'm sorry that it got canceled. There's George Zunza. I fucking love that guy. What an actor. A lot of people remember him most from the movie The Beast of War, the Russian tank movie.
Yes.
With Jason
I love
Patrick.
that movie, man.
He's the tank commander that
Man,
ties Jason Patrick up.
I must have had my head down. Is this? Are you talking about the guy that's helping him the whole time in this
in the
movie?
wheelchair.
The guy in the chair? Yeah.
That's George Zunza.
Yeah.
He is good. He's
still with us, by the way.
Yeah. Cool.
He's 79 years old.
yeah. Not the best casting for this role. I mean, look at those thighs and for a guy in a wheelchair.
Yeah, his legs aren't atrophied at all. Look at his eyes there. Just
psychotic.
The smile is on his
Yeah.
mouth, not in his eyes.
Yeah.
And of course, this is important. That's why they make it a point to show it twice before what happens.
Yes.
And of course, this is technically it's a readaptation of a book, The Big Clock. But there was a film made in the early 40s called The Big Clock. It had Ray Milland and Charles Laughton. Charles Laughton is the Gene Hackman character, and Ray Milland is the Kevin Costner character. And it's a publication in a building, and the building gets locked down because somebody's been murdered. And Ray Milland's character, an investigative journalist, begins to investigate, but he keeps finding evidence, and all the evidence is pointing at him as the killer. And he's got to figure out what's going on. It's actually a really good film if you ever get a chance to watch it. The Big Clock.
The Big Clock.
Yeah, and there is a French adaptation too. It's called Police Python 357.
Really?
Interesting.
Yes. For what year? 76, I think.
Okay, hold on. Police? I've never heard of this.
Python like the snake, Martin?
Yes.
357.
Like the revolver.
Oh, Python Revolver 357. If you'd said that, I wouldn't have gone, what
There
the
you
fuck
go.
is with that name?
I'm thinking it's an area code 357, 357. If you pronounce it like that, yeah, we know exactly what you're saying. Yeah,
it's a Magnum Colt Python. Okay, I'm looking at it right now over on. I'm going to get me a copy of this fucking movie.
Isn't that Rick Grimes' weapon of choice in The Walking Dead? A Colt Python? Pretty sure that's it.
Yes, Python 6, if I remember correctly.
It's Yves Montand that plays the main character in it. Oh, I'm going to have to see this. I love him as an actor. So I also want to point out that there are two things with this film that are important. One, Mace Neufeld is the executive producer on this. You know him best as being the guy behind all the Jack Ryan movies and the TV series before he died.
Really?
Mace Neufeld produced a lot of really cool movies.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
And there is a slight verbal tie-in with what was the movie? Patriot Games. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Not Patriot Games. The first one, Hunt for October.
Okay.
Which they're looking for stealth sub in this film.
Wow. Okay.
It's one of the little tiny subplots in this movie.
That's cool.
that you'll hear them talk about over the phone or when he's talking to one of the senators.
Wow.
Or the head of the CIA. They're talking about this sub.
Nice.
That was a nice little touch.
Yep.
Gene Hackman was also in another great remake, a film called Narrow Margin with Ann Archer, which I really like that film. It's on my hard drive.
Mhm.
I don't ever want to be without it. It's a remake of an older film from the 40s called The Narrow Margin. And both films, great films.
Mhm.
One's a noir film, and almost all the action takes place on a train, just like in the new film. And Gene Hackman did a few stunts in that movie of his own.
Yeah.
And he's still with us, 95 years old.
Yeah, the last pictures that were published of him didn't look very good, but
Who
remember
looks
that?
good at 95?
Yeah,
Nobody.
right. Who does? Who does? I mean,
James Earl Jones. They say black don't crack, right? James Earl Jones looks terrible.
Yeah.
He's in his 90s.
Mhm.
We have so many. What the actress that Anima hates from North by Northwest, Marie Saint, still with us.
Yeah.
She's in her 90s.
There's an actress that I hate.
Yeah, you didn't like her.
Eva
Okay.
Marie Saint.
I do not like her. I
already
asked her,
forgot.
I said, but would you like her with green eggs and ham? Would you like her with a mouse? Would you like her in a house? She says, no,
What did
Gerry,
I
I
do to
am.
deserve this? What did I do?
You said, yes.
Right.
You admitted to loving me. Now it, sucker.
Sucker.
I'm fucked. I am fucked.
Yeah, Tim, it really threw me the way he said police python. And I'm like, what the fuck is he saying? What? It's a python?
Python is in Monty.
Snake?
Yes.
A snake is a cop? I was really confused by that title when Martin said it. And then I went, oh, it's a 357 python. Okay. Because I had a Colt python.
There he is again.
And you know what? Yeah, that was Brad Pitt. I am so heartbroken because my Colt python, the hammer broke. It was the firing pin.
Oh,
the hammer
man.
broke. And
Gerry?
it cost as much as the weapon itself to replace it.
Really?
Damn.
So I sold it because
Oh,
there's no point in keeping it. That's the bridge I was talking about. I've driven under that bridge so many
no,
times.
I would have
In
kept
fact,
it, like
in one of my comic pages, that bridge is in one of my comic pages.
nice.
I
Hey,
drew that.
by the way, boss, look at my picture.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm number one. I know. I'm the best.
Looks like you're flipping me off, Martin. What the hell, man?
No, I'm
Flipping
flipping
you
him.
out because he's an angry South American.
Yeah, don't fuck with me or I'll unleash Godzilla with a shotgun onto you.
Oh, dude, you don't want none of that. Oof.
You know, they
You
say
imagine the
South,
gauge of that shotgun? Good Lord.
they say the South is full of rednecks, but you don't get much further south than South America.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Oh, Joe, do you know what the gauge size is?
Tell me.
Lizzo.
Yeah. Yikes. Oh, man. Be chopping down skyscrapers with that thing. Good Lord.
Yeah, to watch list. Is it available? I'm gonna go look and see if that movie's available on Amazon. Holy shit! You want to charge a lot for it?
Right?
How much?
Police Python 357. I'm doing it the way Martin said it. I don't want to embarrass him that it's supposed to be 357. Is $40 on Blu-ray.
Well, that's how we say it in Venezuela.
Holy shit, $40.
That guy's going to come into play later, folks. Remember that
Oh, yeah.
face. And the hat.
Yes.
He'll be wearing the hat later, too.
This guy was everywhere
Yes.
in the late 70s and 80s,
Mhm.
man, and going into the 90s. He passed away in 2013. But this guy
He
was
looks-
in everything.
Dude, with that hat,
Anything.
he looks like a younger version of R.R. Martin.
Yeah.
George
He
R. R. Martin, yeah.
does. Yeah.
I'm looking to see if they've got the whole movie over on YouTube because sometimes they'll do that.
Yep.
No, it's not. Oh well.
They know what they've got, and they're going to charge you for it, buddy. The question is, will you pay for it? That's the thing.
I'm not paying $40 for it. No.
Fuck no. That's crazy.
It's crazy talk. It's crazy talk.
I will look until I find a copy of it.
Yes, you will. You will find one. I have no doubt that you will.
Dog with a bone again?
Oh,
Well, if anything, I will contact one of my close friends who is like the best at finding movies.
take a look at the private chat.
God damn it with the dick pic. Stop it.
I can't. It's a compulsion. You know, it's a medical condition.
So gorgeous in this movie. She's got like a classic Hollywood beauty to her. In this movie and in Blade Runner, man. She really does.
Well, even as
She's
Shawnee
so
and
skinny,
Dune,
though.
there's a couple of shots of her in that movie where she is, you fall in love with the way Paul does.
Yeah. Yep.
And, you know, I know Bill Murray had a problem with her, but I thought she's adorable in Stripes.
Yeah.
Her scenes with Harold Ramis were my favorites.
Yeah. I liked her better than the blonde. Yeah.
Oh, the strawberry blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Candy. What's her name? She's a famous scream queen.
Can't remember that chick's name.
She was in Halloween.
she's in Hollywood. She's in Halloween. My favorite. Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
But yeah, the Aunt Jemima treatment, man. Come on, you don't get better than that. But
no, you don't.
Yeah, Harold Ramis and Sean Young coming up out of the Foot Locker, unfolding out of it.
Yeah,
it's like one of the funniest moments in the film.
Yes,
like,
it's great.
What the fuck were they doing in that Foot Locker? What could they have done in that?
Right. Friggin' absolutely crazy. Those guys, look, they had a good time and they made some good movies. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, big
But who cares?
I don't care. She's gorgeous. And one of the things I like about her is she has that little ski tip on her nose, and it's something that's just gorgeous when you see it. Zoe has that, by the way, if you've never noticed.
So you're saying you got a type, Gary?
Oh no, I have a type. There's no question about what my type is. That's what Anima is. Anima is my type. She also has a perfect personality for me.
There you go.
Yeah, because I can be just as much a dick as he.
She is so annoying.
Yeah.
I just sit there and go, I have met a woman that is equally annoying as I am.
There you go.
And I think it's important that you tell your woman that she's annoying, because women have a tendency of thinking that their shit doesn't stink and that you're the annoying one. It's like, no, women.
Oh,
I'm aware. You're really fucking annoying, but we love you despite it, or in spite of it.
My wife will tell you that I have a type: short, skinny brunette. That's what I'm into, and there's no doubt that's a fact.
What was the first thing I said to you when I saw your wife? Met your wife? I said, "Who's the blue-haired bitch in the back?"
Exactly. Who's the blue-haired bitch in the back? She heard that. She was like, "Yeah, I like that guy. He's cool." Yeah,
she's funny.
No, yeah, she's a ball, man. I love her to death.
They were playing footsie in the Foot Locker. Okay,
right.
I don't even know what that means.
Up to this point, this I mean, this seemed like a love triangle kind of movie kind of thing. It didn't really hit a different gear till this part of the show right here. The confrontation between these two. Yeah. Then
I like this scene, by the way, better than what they did in The Omen.
Mm-hmm.
Because in The Omen, Lee Remick, when she falls, the camera goes with her.
Yeah.
And it looked like she was held in place and turned. This felt like you were following her down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. On a fall. And I like the way they did this better. Gene Hackman's reaction was, "Oh my God," and then it's too late.
Yeah.
And he becomes a broken character from this point forward.
He's done after this.
And Will Patton is trying to keep taping him together.
That's it. He's doing all the thinking for him. Yeah, no
Don't
doubt.
worry, we can Bondo that shit out.
No problem. I got you. Right?
One thing that annoyed me was that Costner's character gets so annoyed about her still being with a politician. And I'm like, dude, she slept with you in a car before she knew your name.
Right.
And I
she's still
explained to
sleeping
Anima,
around.
and I explained to Anima that was the late 70s and 80s, man. That was like, it became almost the social norm to sleep with somebody before you began seeing them.
That is so
And
messed up.
I don't like it. Hollywood kind of just echoed what was actually happening in society, and I didn't like that.
Free love,
never
baby.
liked it.
Free love.
He was promoting it.
That is exactly where it came from. Joe,
Mhm.
free love.
Yes, exactly.
The whole
Yeah.
free love movement is what caused that to happen.
Mhm.
And I'm so glad that people became a little more repressed later.
Mhm.
That
Yeah, it was left
society
over from the
didn't do it.
disco days. Yeah.
AIDS.
Here,
AIDS is what
I'd like to
caused-
get to know you by banging your brains out. That's yeah, absolutely.
AIDS changed how people did that.
Show
anymore.
enough Shogun made it taboo after that. I like
And,
you, but I don't know if I like
clearly-
you well enough to die. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Clearly, that is gay man's robe.
Hello.
A good-looking robe, but yeah, it's not a man's robe.
Mm.
And this
He
is the
doesn't
scene
look
I'm
very
talking about
manly
where
in it.
he begins touching him, like right there.
Mhm.
These are the actions of somebody who really loves somebody else.
Right.
This is when you pick up that he's in love with him. Yeah.
Mhm.
No, man.
Now he knows she's dead.
Of course.
I wonder why he went
Oh.
back into the house, though.
To clean up
Clean up
the
the
prints.
evidence. Yep.
He's the fixer, man. He's the fixer. He's taking care
He's
of
a
this
cleaner.
shit for him.
He's
Yeah.
his cleaner.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Doing all the dirty work.
But
Yeah, love you, baby.
but he was operating under his own volition. He wasn't sent to do that.
When I was
Because
13,
remember, Gene Hackman was trying to give up himself to the authority.
He
was
was ready
ready
to
to
turn
confess.
himself in, yeah.
Yeah,
And
and this is
pretty
the guy that
and
said, "Oh no,
love.
no, 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 no."
No, we're gonna take care of this. You just relax. I'll take the wheel. Right?
yep.
Let it
And
happen.
don't say a
Let it
word.
happen.
Don't
Back
say
to-
anything.
I wanted to
How
go
many
back to
times
this.
did he say it? Yeah.
I wanted to go back to this. Hold on, guys. I keep wanting to go back to this because I know we're going to forget later. Donna Summers, that song came out when I was 13. And I remember they brought Mrs. Adegbalola, Mrs. A, I'm still friends with to this day, my science teacher when I was 13. And she allowed us on Fridays, if we got all our work done, to bring an album into school and listen to an album.
There you go.
And we'd vote on which album we'd listen to. And somebody brought Donna Summer's album in. And we listened to that whole album. And the kid next to me leans over and he goes, "Yeah, I just read that supposedly she was masturbating in the studio when she was doing those sounds." And I went, "Really?" And then I got really confused, like, how do women masturbate? I know how I do.
Oh,
And I was really confounded by that. I'll never forget that moment in that classroom, sitting there trying to figure out, how do women, what are they doing? I was really confused.
Yeah.
Like, I know how I do it as a boy. What the fuck are they doing? They don't have a wiener.
That's too good, man.
I was so stupid as a teen. I told you when I was 13, I called a kid a dildo outside the school. And this upperclassman yelled at me, "You don't even know what one is." And I yelled back, "Sure I do. That guy."
That's awesome.
And then when the teenager, whatever, walked away, and then I looked over at Jim Woodward and I said, what is a dildo?
did he know?
No,
Yeah.
we went to the public library to find out.
Good for
We
you
did.
guys.
It really, Mike Beatty, Jim Woodward, and I went to the public library, the Rappahannock Regional Public Library.
That's
And
too
we
great.
found a book with old Roman stuff in it, and it had old Roman dildos in it. And I'm like, that's and then my brain exploded. I'm like, why does that exist? Isn't there enough penises in the world? I'm like, why does it? Seriously, my brain could not fathom things when I was younger. But that's how you can tell I was on the spectrum, you know?
Oh my gosh.
I just great. Going, how does that even work? I just couldn't understand.
That's how we used to educate ourselves as boys and girls. We went to the library before these.
That's right. We went into the woods where hobos would leave their porn for us.
There you go.
That is a real fucking thing. People go, that didn't happen. It's so. Go online and Google that, and you'll find. Yes, back when some people were kids, we would find porn in the woods.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Hey, real Wade. How are you, man?
It's real Wade.
With you again.
And I'm only 20 away from 1,300 subs. Outstanding.
You go, Wade.
Come on, guys. Anybody watching has a sub to Wade? Go
hit him up, man. He is a hard-working YouTuber.
However, if Gerry
we're going to do some Wade tipping and push him over.
There's a bunch of Wades in a field somewhere, bro. Oh my god!
And that's how Gerry became a backdoor. No, Tim, you did not get a video for that.
No, you don't.
That was too lazy.
That's too lazy.
Too lazy.
Yep.
You need to entertain me. Entertain me. I must feel entertained to give you that bridge videos. After that little thing about playing with yourself, I know.
My man is freaked out right now.
For years, my dad, I lied to my dad. He goes, "You never did that, did you?" Oh no, I never did that. And I would never do that, Dad. I was a good Catholic boy. I was in my 20s, late 20s, almost 30, and was in the Army. And my dad says, "Oh, I'm so proud of you as a boy. You never did that." I went, "Oh, Dad, I was a monkey. I did it all the time, sometimes 4 or 5 times a day."
Come on, man.
And he just looked at me, "What?" I went, "Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah." And I think the funniest, most fucked up story I ever heard was, I shouldn't even admit this, but fuck it, I don't care. He had a man's fur coat, one of those. It's like the mayor wears in what was that show called? The movie called with the Every Night Repeats with Bill Murray. What is that called?
I know where this is going.
I don't know, and I don't want to know.
And my fucking dad, years later, goes, it was when he was moving back to Illinois, and he goes, "I found my old coat, man. It looks like moths got a hold of it. A lot of damage to the collar. Tried to have it cleaned, it just didn't. And I didn't have the balls to say what that was me.
Bro,
that thing felt awesome.
God damn. Again, I'm so grateful my mom doesn't speak English. Wow.
Oh, you got me crying over here, bro. No, stop it. I knew exactly where that was going. I was like, oh my God, no, don't do it.
That moment my dad said that to me, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, I could tell him right now, because I've said things to him that really wrecked his image of who I was,
right,
and what I am, and just to fuck with him sometimes. And I just couldn't bring myself to do that, because I was just like, okay, that's just too gross. Because, I pictured
that
him
is a bridge too far. Yeah,
picking it up and putting his thumbs up, like, what is that? Sniffing it, like, what is that? Is that moth damage? What is that?
Tim, we are not only demonetized. At this point, I think we're owing money to YouTube after this anecdote.
Yeah, if it's a family show, it's the Manson family show.
Oh God,
Manson, meet the Borgias.
Borgias, yes, the Borgias. God, Will Patton is just so steely in this role,
dude. He's awesome,
guys. It's that time.
When he finally loses it, man. Oh, holy shit!
Yeah,
that scene.
Scary individual. Big time scary.
Yes, I'm waiting.
But yeah, at this point, he has created a MacGuffin that they're looking for to find out who was with that girl.
Oh,
right?
yeah, it's absolutely, because the only way he knows that he can distract is to create a mystery
Yes.
that cannot be exposed to the public. That's how he's going to avoid this becoming a thing, a problem.
That,
with her death.
and he's also going to
He's gonna
gather
bury it in his
information that
story.
he desperately wants about who actually knows this happened, right?
Now, in reality, the thing that bugs me is you wouldn't want to find the guy. You would want to create the mystery and not try to solve the mystery.
Right.
Because if you find the mystery, then there's the plausible deniability of the person you are trying to frame.
Well, that
Yes.
that is why he has the two associates. The hitmen
Yes, I
are there
know.
for that.
That is the reason why you see the two special forces guy, which, by the way, when you see one of them, you go,
Yes.
Plato from Total
Yes.
Recall. Same actor.
Oh, by
Yep.
the way, Anima has been trying to tell us that it is time for
Yeah, I know.
our...
I was waiting for you.
Here we go.
Meet the Seattle Vigilante. Like so many comic heroes, this warrior hides his identity. But his identity isn't the only secret he has to keep. After grievous wounds received during combat, Tier 1 operator John Russell begins to recover and comes to terms with his new reality of being an amputee. And as he learns how to use his new prosthetic limb, he finds himself caught up in the bureaucratic red tape that too many wounded veterans experience, the exhausting medboard process. Out of sheer frustration, John takes it out on the criminal scum of the city. But when reality kicks in, John realizes he started something that's having an impact on the greater world around him, and thus has to reevaluate his motives. And moreover, just how far is John willing to go to finish this war he's declared against the criminals in Seattle? And will he even survive? From the creator of IDW's award-winning graphic novel Code Word Geronimo comes a new story about a different kind of warrior, Vindicated Inc., the first of its kind disabled veteran action hero comic. The Vindicated Inc. graphic novel crowdfunding campaign on fundmycomic.com is provided in the description of this video. We hope you become a contributor. Please share this link. Thank you.
Can't wait to see it myself. Faux show.
With white marker, yeah. A white sticky marker.
We just went over that scene, but the moment he finds out that the murder that this is all about is his girlfriend, that is heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's killing him. It's kicking his ass.
Yeah, but he's not showing it. I'm like, how is he keeping his shit together?
He has no chance to mourn her.
Yep.
Yeah.
Until the end of the damn movie. And did you realize that that's where he's sitting?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the
at
movie.
her grave.
He's sitting at her grave.
Mm-hmm.
But he is going through a lot.
Now, Gary, correct me if I'm wrong, but after watching this a couple of times, it's never said, but this person they're looking for, this
Yuri,
the guy that they're looking for, this thing that Will Patton's character has come up with to try and gather information and deflect from his own guy, right? This thing that he's created, it had to be a myth in the Pentagon.
Yes.
Okay, it had to.
He says,
okay.
let's use this myth and pin it on it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, they had rumors going.
Okay.
So it was very convenient.
It's kind of a boogeyman in the
exactly
community.
Right, a boogeyman that they've always thought was there, but they couldn't really prove. Right? Yeah.
Sleeper agent.
Mm-hmm.
And we got them all over the government right now.
Oh, sure. God, let's not
Every single leftist.
Let's enjoy this movie. Let's not talk about that, bro. God. Yeah, man. My man here. He, as you said, hasn't had a chance to mourn this girl, and now he's in duck and cover mode because he knows that one of the pieces of evidence that they have is gonna have his face on it.
Dude,
right?
It's a double whammy. My girlfriend is dead. Oh, Oh, I am the suspect. Oh, I have to investigate myself.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and
He's,
it's like
he's okay-ish with that until he finds out that they can actually clean up the photo that he opened too
Right.
soon.
Yeah.
That is when he's like, oh, fuck.
Oh shit,
Now
mode
they have
gets
something on me.
into what's happening.
there's
That's one of
Thomas.
my
He's a
favorite actors
real-
ever, right there, buddy.
and
Oh,
he's a real politician.
yes, love him. Tennessee?
Oh,
Is
I
that where he's
didn't know
from?
that.
Is it Tennessee? Yeah, he
He
was.
a senator from Tennessee.
Was he a senator or a representative?
I think he was a
Representative,
senator.
right? Yeah.
I thought he was a senator.
Oh, okay. Fred Thompson, man. He's in The Hunt for Red October. He's the second
Hard
Die
too.
Hard movie. He was the guy that ran the airport. Yeah. He's fantastic. I love him. Really do.
Gary, Wade is going for your back door. He's
Wasn't
trying
he
so hard.
wasn't he the DA for a while on Law and Order as well? I think he was.
I don't know. No, Wade. Not clever enough.
Yeah.
But you know what? We need to play it again anyway. So
Do it,
count
man.
yourself lucky.
You did it. You
You're
went
gonna
through the
get this
trouble of
video.
making it. Make it.
Tom, David's here. Oh my God. I'm begging you, please, just go now out the back door. I'm sorry, just...
When I go, it'll be through the front door.
As you should do.
There's George Zenza. I love this guy as an actor.
Yeah.
Hey, Monkey's in the house.
He was in one of the original. Was it Homicide or on Life on the Street, or was it? It wasn't NYPD Blue. It was, what's the still one? It's still going. Law and Order.
Yeah.
I think he was in Law and Order.
You talking about Fred Thompson?
No.
Oh
Zenza.
yeah, he was one of the first cop duos. He was one of the partners in the original Law and
Hispanic
Order.
actor.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh.
Very opinionated too. Very opinionated. Trying to remember who that first duo was. It was him and somebody else. I can't remember who the original two were, but he was one of them.
It was the dad from Jerry Orbach from Dirty Dancing.
Okay.
And then
Yeah, he
Jerry
was on
died.
like the first two seasons. And then, you can always tell the first couple of seasons of that because the courtroom looks dingy as shit. It's not pretty, it's very found footage looking. The shots in the courtrooms, you can always, it was a lot grittier in the first couple of years of Law and Order.
Well, it felt like real New York.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Yeah.
This is a good scene with Iman, and because immediately when Costner sees her, he has to establish to her through dialogue, do not identify me.
Right. Do not. Yeah.
We just met.
Yep. Was somebody standing right there? Yeah. Wow. Iman's gorgeous, man.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. She's in
I
my
like how-
second favorite Star Trek movie. Second favorite. My favorite's Wrath of Khan, but
Yeah.
The Undiscovered Country is my second favorite.
It led to one of the funniest lines delivered by Bones McCoy
I can't believe I kissed you.
when she kisses him and then walks away.
What
And
is it?
Bones leans down and he goes, "What is it with you?" Great Star Trek moment.
Yep. It's awesome. Oh, man.
We're in prison and the only woman in here kissed you.
What is it with you? That's the way he delivers it, man. And he's speaking for the entire fandom when he says that.
Yeah. Yep. It's true.
Oh, man.
Now he tries to get menacing with her, but then he's very satisfied with her answers, and then they leave.
Yeah. And
She looks back at him.
she's just like him. Can't grieve this chick. She's in the middle. She's about to be in the middle of something she doesn't want to be part of, right?
Yeah, because he's threatening to kick her out of the country.
Right.
Because I'm assuming there's a reason you don't want to go back to the Congo.
Yeah.
Will Patton is just an evil son of a bitch in this movie. He really is.
I like how Kevin is preparing himself to knock him out with
he pulls the flowers out of that vase.
Yeah, he's fitting to take that guy out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's like,
I'm gonna get you.
And I got to be honest, I don't think he's going to knock him out. I think he's going to kill him.
Yeah.
Oh, he wants it so badly in that moment.
And he probably would have.
But
you know, hindsight being 2020, he probably would have if he said the wrong thing, right? If he'd gone down the wrong path, he'd probably killed him right there.
Yeah, then he would have had to run, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he would have been on the run from that point.
Yep.
Because he would have absolutely implicated himself.
Yep.
But he has nothing to lose.
He's got no way out. Hence the name.
Oh, yeah. It's almost
You
like
should
they
get that
really
one out all on
thought
your
into
own.
the title.
Oh, me. Too good.
And this has to be
so
like one of the
cool.
first times you ever hear the word pixels being used.
Yeah.
The technology
In a
that they
film.
had back then is so cool. The things they could do in the 80s, man.
Yeah, this was high-tech shit back then. No
I
doubt.
don't know how to feel about that comment. I feel slightly insulted. Oh, you cavemen.
Yeah.
I'm not your rubber stamp.
Uh-oh. Feeling challenged, sir? This guy was in a few movies right here.
Mm-hmm. And TV shows.
Yeah. Yeah.
This leads to a great moment where Gene Hackman gets mad at Will Patton.
Yeah. And
throws the folder and hits him with it.
What's amazing to me is how quickly this escalates. I mean, this whole thing takes place over like a 24-hour period right here at this point, right? It's ridiculous how quickly it escalates.
A little less of 48.
Yeah, okay. But it's a very short period of time that this takes
and
place in. And to see how quickly it's escalating, I mean, it's echoing throughout the halls of power already. You know, it's ridiculous.
You know, at this point, the president has been appraised of a situation that they may be on the Yuri.
Right.
And by the way, he does a lot of running, and he did his own stunts in this film.
Oh, he pissed off the insurance company, especially when he rolled
Because
over
he
the
got
hood
hurt.
of the car. They were like, "Don't do that again, ever."
Yeah.
He annoyed them, driving without his prescription glasses and shit like that.
He's a kid. He was a kid back then, man.
He wanted to be a movie star.
Mm-hmm.
How old was
He was in his early 30s, like 32, 33.
You know, he made a few movies here, Gary. There shortly after Katrina, when they moved everything from New Orleans up here. He's got a house on Cattle Lake now, too. He made Mr. Brooks up here.
I love that movie.
The Guardian.
Yes.
He made The Guardian up here, the one about the Coast Guard.
Good film.
Yeah.
With Ashton Kutcher.
They actually bought James Burton's bar. If you know who James Burton is, he was a famous guitarist for Elvis Presley. He had a bar here, and they bought it just for the bar scenes and that, and it's still got the marquee outside that they built for it.
Not related to Jack Burton.
Pause it. Back up a little bit.
Oh, man.
We need to explain what's going on here.
Tell me when.
Will Patton has sent the two paramilitary guys from the CIA to go kill Iman.
Mhm.
Yep.
Because she knows Gene Hackman's character's name is involved with her.
Yep. They're tying up loose ends, and he got wind of it, and he is going to take care of it.
He takes a car from the impound and going to intercept.
The way he takes it, the way he takes that car.
Yeah.
By the way, he's out of the garage. I'm surprised it's still driving.
This is him jumping into that tree too.
Oh man, that fall.
Yeah.
Because
Hurts
he
watching
grabs
this.
one branch, but when he goes for the other, he completely misses it.
I
That's
do
such
love
a
this
good
movie.
chasing
I really
scene.
do. The action in it.
Yeah.
It kicks butt, buddy. It definitely kicks butt.
There he
Him
goes off
running
the
from
hood of
these
that
two
car.
guys, it has you on the edge of your seat, right?
Now he injured
The
himself.
car
when he did
slammed
that?
into him. Yes, he got hurt.
Yeah.
The thing that amazed me on this scene, those things are meant to keep people from sliding down them.
Right?
And he found a way by using his narrow ass to go down sliding sideways. Down
10
that
years
thing
later,
straight
he
up.
could have never done it.
He did exactly what those things are designed to prevent.
Mm-hmm.
He had no choice. But that must have hurt.
Oh, you made a clip of me. Okay.
Oh, this is so good when the door closes just in the right moment.
Yep.
That's
And then he
Screw
smiles
you.
at him, pissing
Yep.
him off. And he goes, "We're going to get you."
Yep. Sure you are. He's like, you guys don't know how long I've been doing this.
It's like, what was that movie where he said, "We're going to
well,
get
they have
you"?
special forces too.
He says,
"Yep."
What movie is that? Where he says, "Oh, it's John Cusack in a movie that we need to do, Gross Point Blank." Get back, get a life. We're going to get you. Get back, get a life.
Get a life. Get another target. You're
He
wasting
says it
your
to Dan
time
Aykroyd.
here.
Where Dan Aykroyd says, "I am going to get you." Popcorn. He says it's like, popcorn. That movie is nuts. I love that fucking movie. One of the few romantic comedies I felt really delivered well. That's back when John Cusack hadn't opened his fucking mouth yet politically.
Oh,
learning it.
I like his movies, man. I all the way back to the comedies, man.
I still do. I won't let him ruin it for me.
Right, Better Off Dead. Those flicks, the early comedies, they're great, man.
Oh, look there! Somebody threw away a perfectly good white boy. Funniest fucking line I've ever heard at that time. I just fucking lost it in the theater. Where's my money? Newspaper boy.
$2. I want my $2. A psychotic paper boy. Wow. That may be one of the most memorable things out of that movie.
Having been a paper boy for years, I just love that character. I felt like they saw me. That was
that was me.
It was me.
Right? You're the guy at the end of the Postman. That was me.
Yeah, that was a funny line in the movie, even though it's not meant to be funny.
No.
Okay, there's the photo. And this is where he goes to Zunza and says, he mentions same blood type. He said, they got the seminal report back, type A positive. He goes, that same blood type as me. And he sits down and he's like,
need your help, bro.
I need you to slow this down. And this is where Zunza just rolls off in his chair and he has to follow him.
Yeah.
He goes, what is going on here? And he tells him what's going on.
Yeah. He confides in him.
And
we're away from that. That's not the moment yet.
Oh, I thought this was it.
No.
I thought this was it. Yeah. Okay.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Here's when he's asking for the list of declared gift.
That's
that
right.
add
Gift
it?
list. That's what he's looking
Can you
for.
add it to the list?
Yeah.
No, asking for the list.
No, he just wants to see the list at that point.
Yeah.
He gets spastic with him a couple of times trying to get
How
him
gay
to
can
help
this
him
guy
out.
be not to be turned on by a man in uniform?
Right? He
Well-
is all about some Gene Hackman, isn't he?
Yeah, I like my men a little older with a little pudge.
And a little bit more power, sir.
Shaggy man boobs.
Oh my god.
Gets my
you
motor
guys.
going in the morning.
Oh man.
Bye.
Oh yeah, the credit card got used.
Yep.
He's like, great, that's awesome. You found more evidence against me.
Against me. Fantastic. This is awesome. This is where he's getting all of his intel, man. This is his relationship with this guy is dictating every movie he's making at this point, really.
And it's clear that he had a relationship with his father. That they were friends somehow, served together. My assumption, they served together.
Mm-hmm.
Because what's really cool about this movie is he gets introduced to Gene Hackman early in the film at the party. Hackman doesn't give two shits who Costner is at that point.
Right.
Costner rescues that fucking guy on the deck of that ship. All of a sudden, he gives a shit who he is. This is the guy we need right here.
However, he remembered it.
From being introduced to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what? While we were looking at that shot a second ago where he's standing there, like, don't you hate those short videos where they make a short video on YouTube and all you get is like the side of somebody's head, the back of their head, or the side of their head? You don't even see their face from a scene from a movie that they're wanting you to watch. And it's like, dude, if you're not even going to take the time to trim the video correctly so we can see the characters that you're wanting us to watch, I'm not watching your short video. That pisses me off when they do little short clips from movies. There he is.
Squatto.
Squatto.
That's what Martin said. Squatto.
Squatto.
No, I said Quatto.
That's what happens.
He is the hybrid of a Sasquatch and Quatto.
He created contraction between a contracted word. It is Quatto. So he takes the contraction of it's Quatto and then makes another new contraction called Squatto.
I said Quatto.
A contraction of a contraction.
I never use the it is.
You say you haven't mastered English.
Ah, God damn it.
Stop torturing my team. Please.
Now, this is where he's telling him, hey, I need you to slow this down. This is where he's coming clean to him, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Yeah, because they are about to clean up the photo.
Yep.
They're explaining how they are able to do that now. And he's like, oh, fuck. They must not see me on this.
Yeah. Yeah. And this guy's becoming concerned, but he's not to the point of alerting anybody yet. I mean, I guess he can understand the relationship between a man and woman, you know, and everything. And he's pretty sure this guy's not a killer. So he's going to help him.
Well,
Well, they are
he's not.
friends.
Yeah.
There's another actor who got big later on television and film. He's in one of my other favorite films that Mace Neufeld was executive producer on, was Get Shorty.
Get Shorty. Oh, my God. Yeah.
He's the guy who steals the money, the VIG, that Chili's supposed to collect on, and then supposedly died in a plane crash, but didn't die, hiding out in Vegas.
And he's looking at that list, man, and
Yes,
the
there
name
is.
doesn't came up.
Yeah.
So he
What
knows
the
he has to
fuck
add
is
it.
happening?
I love this when he goes to the bathroom.
Yeah.
The guy starts to follow him in. Because I think
I
I've
would
got
rather
this
do this
in here.
myself.
I'd rather
You
do
can
this
use it if you
myself.
want
Yeah.
to.
Right. I don't
Yeah,
need you
that
holding
was
my
funny.
dick. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah.
Hey, George, finish your book, motherfucker.
Yeah, they're walking this guy around now. The guy from the docks that saw him that day, and they're looking for eyewitness recognition of the dude that was with her. And so now he's got something else to fucking run from, right?
Yeah. By the way, I'm pausing for a second because I want to remind people what I did on Twitter. It was about a year back, maybe a little over. It's the last season of Orville that we got. And that was about a year ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
George R.R. Martin had his Orville hat on and posted on Twitter what a big fan. He supports Orville. I love this show. And I shared it and I tagged him in it saying, "Hey, George, why don't you finish your fucking book and stop watching TV?" He didn't block me. I don't know. Maybe he never saw it. I thought it was funny what I did because he's a dick. The sounds, by the way, in this scene of walking down those hallways, it's something. If you've ever walked down military buildings with that ceramic tile on the walls and you get tile floors and you've got non-soundproofing ceiling. It's usually like drywall that's been painted over. The echoes, the cacophony of footsteps is ridiculous, and they really captured that in this scene.
Yeah,
if you've ever been to the Pentagon.
Yeah, that's any military building. Actually, it's an echo chamber. It's ridiculous.
Yep. Hard-soled shoes, military shoes, man.
To this day, people are like, "Why do you stomp everywhere you go?" I'm like, "Because I like the way it sounds, man." What? I'm marching.
This is
You're the
scene
Batman.
When this happened in the movie, I'm like, who the fuck is he talking to?
And that was the first clue of the twist.
Yeah.
This is the only real clue you get. Obviously.
But he has more going on than you see so far.
But do we know that? We're kind of confused by that phone call because
I started thinking, is he working with the CIA?
Right? What's the deal here?
Is he is that somebody from a handler from the CIA that he's spying on him to find a leak or whatever? It's like I was like really caught up in this shit. And who doesn't remember those fallout shelter signs?
Oh, hell no.
If you were born in the 60s, you know that fucking sign.
Yep.
There's
Back in
Keith,
the day,
by the way.
they taught us to put our head between our knees under a desk.
That's Keith.
That will protect you from being burned.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There's Keith Moncrief.
Oh. Kids.
This guy was always playing cops, agents, shit like that. He always played characters like that.
Or principals.
Yeah.
He's got that reliable authority figure face.
Yep. Now this is kind of cool because they're trying to figure out how to deal with this, because now Hackman's wanting everyone to be forced to file out past these witnesses.
The building's just too big to go room to room.
Yep.
It's too big.
And they tell them, we'll try it anyway, but it's not working. So, well, everybody's got to leave at 5 o'clock. So we'll have everybody file out. And his attaché is like, cameras, TV cameras. We can't, and now he's back in there looking for that fucking item.
Mm-hmm. It's all starting to mount. There's way too many ways they can catch him right now.
Yeah, he's under so much pressure. 2 guys that can identify him are way too close to him, and he still hasn't figured out that
picture.
Yeah.
And
the picture that's fixing to be finished. Yeah. And
you
he's
can
steadily
feel
looking
the walls
for the one
closing
thing.
in on him.
Yep.
They do a good job of really making you feel the walls closing in on this guy.
Yep.
It's so intense.
You actually become a little bit claustrophobic watching this because you're
little?
pulling for him, you know?
By the way, the dock master guy, or he's a mate actually, because his boss is the dock master, is Dennis Berkeley. And like I said, he died in 2013 at age 67. And I do believe it was from medical complications. Good freaking actor. And he lost all that weight towards the end.
Good for him.
Yeah. He still fucking died young. But he's been in a lot of stuff. And he often played bikers too. He was one of the bikers in Mask with Sam Elliott and Cher. And Stoltz, who plays the deformed kid. He's in Son-in-Law. He was on the show Sanford and Son. He was also on Sanford. He's in that Charlie Sheen movie, Beyond the Law. What a terrible film. He was in the movie Malone with Burt Reynolds. Murphy's Romance with Sandy not Sandy Duncan.
Sally Field.
Sally Field and James Garner.
Oh, what
good
a great
fucking movie, by the way.
It's fantastic.
He's also in Tin Cup with Costner and Rene Russo. Let me see. He's in. Let me look at some of these movies. He's in that terrible Stallone movie, Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
Oh my God.
He's in the Chuck Norris action film with the kid who overdosed, Sidekick. He's in the movie Rush.
Really?
With Jason Patrick and what's her name? God, I can't think of her name. What the fuck's her name? Oh my God. I hate it when my brain dies. Jennifer Jason Leigh. Let's see. He's in Hollywood Homicide with Harrison Ford. He was one of the voice actors on King of the Hill. He's in The Doors, Suburban Commando, Wanted Dead or Alive with Rutger Hauer.
Wow.
Who's That Girl with Madonna. Fletch Lives. I love that movie.
Fletch Lives. Good Lord. Those Fletch movies are good. I heard they were trying to remake those.
Yeah.
They tried one. Well. It did not go well. An Innocent Man with Tom Selleck. Great fucking movie. Forgotten. Nobody remembers that movie. It came out in 1989.
I remember the title. Don't remember the movie.
Oh, he was a regular on the show Reba. I remember that. My Name is Earl. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Holy crap. Of course, he was on Starsky and Hutch. Anybody that was acting in the 70s was on Starsky and Hutch.
Starsky and Hutch, no doubt. Yeah. They all wanted to be seen with the car.
Another good show. They got 5 seasons. Was Evening Shade with Burt Reynolds. This is a damn good show. He was in the disco sequel to what was that movie called? Staying Alive? Was that it? Or
Staying Alive was the sequel. Saturday Night Fever was the original.
Right.
Yeah.
He's also in the Arnold Schwarzenegger film, Stay Hungry.
I think this is where he fills him in on what's going on.
Yeah. This is where he tells him
this is where he has to make a decision. Am I going to help him?
Well, he does help him. I'm pretty sure he does insert it into
insert
the gift list. Yeah.
But then he makes a mistake.
Well, I don't think he thought he was making a mistake. I think he was
he believed in the system. He trusted
do the right thing.
He worked with. And he didn't realize that one of the people he's working with is a psychopath.
Cost too dearly.
Well, it's in government. Everybody's a psychopath.
True.
Yeah, he's making the call now. Yep. I got a situation here.
Sir.
Need to talk to you.
Yeah, because he thinks his friend is losing it.
Yeah, his friend's asking him to do way too much shit that's shady. Way too much shit. You know, yeah, he's a tech guy. He can slow down the picture pixelation, but now he's asking him to falsify documents now. And that's a big thing. And well, it's supposed to be a big thing in government. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to have some big time mandatory penalties for doing shit like that.
Good thing you corrected that, Joe.
Yeah, it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Man, the way in which he gets into that duct, I was, oh my God, I would never have been able to do something like that.
Yeah, yeah. Costner, once
That's the
again,
way you
10
have to
years
get
from
in the
now, he won't
airplane.
be able to do that, right?
What,
If
Gerry?
you were on bombers in the during World War II, that was one of the ways you had to get into the plane.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. We see that
You had
all the
to
time.
grab it
Masters of
and
the
lift
Air.
yourself up into it with your legs going up. It's like, well, hey man, look, I don't know. He needs help, man. There's something going on here. So I just wanted you to know because I trust you, man.
And he's
He
like,
knew the girl
He
who
knows
was
who murdered the girl, or he knew the murdered girl.
Mm-hmm.
And then he asked the question, does anybody else know about this? That should tell you.
That should tell you right away.
I probably shouldn't
Duck
have
and
told
cover.
you this.
too late.
Well, I don't think he has much of an option.
Right.
There's no cover, and he's not the fastest guy around.
No, nah, he's not getting away from shit. Yeah, no doubt.
And he shoots him. He kills him.
He tells him, "Thank you for your honesty." Turns around and just blows him away. Shoots him center mass right in the chest. Wow.
And then they're like, Yuri's in the building. We just found another victim.
Oh yeah, it's on and popping now. They're closing in now. He is hovering over that thing because he knows that's the only thing he can use as leverage. That's the only thing that's going to save his ass at this point. And that's only if he can get to the fucking senator, right?
Mm.
And that list is so long.
Yeah. It's a lot to go through. And they're coming. He could see him through the glass, too. You know what I mean? Look at this shit.
This had me
Man.
bite my
Woof.
fingernails.
This movie is tense. It really is.
Oh, yeah.
They do a great job of building
grabs the
tension.
chair and puts it through that window.
Yep.
And it got real very quickly.
Yep.
Because everybody now is aware something's happening.
Squatto is on his ass. No doubt.
God damn it, Joe.
And then we find out why Squatto has the dude in his chest is because Costner nails him in the face with the bottom of a fucking fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
Causing him
nails
to have Squatto.
Yeah, exactly. Hit him.
Become
Martin's
a Squatto.
flipping me off.
Oh, no, that's
Now
shared.
it's for you.
That is for you,
Now it's
too.
for you.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Arrest that man. Oh my God, here we go. Here we go.
This is it.
He's using his
built up for the
military
third act.
stuff to help him out. Yep. Here we go.
My God, that dress.
Telling him to call
That's
off the
pretty
search,
bad.
man. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, yeah?
Gotcha, motherfucker.
Gotcha, dude.
I fabricated information or had fabricated information.
He fabricated information, but it's truthful information, though. That's the thing.
I like when he said, you gave him that box there. No, I didn't. It's in the list. I never registered it.
Right? I never registered it.
He just fixed it because it should have been on the list. Everything
should have
has
been
to
on the
go
list,
there.
yes.
But I think he jumped from, no, that's not right. Hey, I didn't write that.
Right? Oh, yeah. Here we go. Man, this performance in this scene by Will Patton is unforgettable. This is when you find out just how crazy this motherfucker is, man.
Big showdown. Yeah.
I fix this. No,
Yeah.
this is, I can totally to stop. I can fix this. He is out of his fucking mind.
Yep.
But you don't know just how far.
Yeah.
You know he's willing to commit murder. But how far will he go? Because he sliced the other dude sliced his fucking arm. Now they're in a physical fight over the pistol.
Mm-hmm.
with his old buddy.
Yep.
I can fix anything.
And this is where we actually find out that they have a relationship. Yeah. I mean, it was hinted at, you know, if you're really paying attention during the movie.
That he has a
He's
relationship
in love with him.
Gene.
Right.
Gene is not having a relationship with him.
No.
David,
He's probably ignoring that he's gay.
Yeah.
Or blocking it out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he looks insane.
And Gene Hackman totally discarded this guy now. He's totally discarded him. Yeah.
Oh, bargaining, but he's gonna give this guy, you know. But let's dump all the blame on this guy.
Can you show the shot? Because we're not supposed to show that.
Yeah, let's hope not. Because it's pretty graphic. It's a pretty graphic part of the movie. So
because he shoots himself, and he goes, "This is how far."
Okay, that's it.
It already happened.
Okay, that's it. Yeah, you can tell by the look on their faces.
So
look.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point now, Gene Hackman is already forming a plan, which is blame Will Patton's character.
Yes, it's
he
all
was
Will
Gerry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was Gerry the whole time.
And Costner could let it go right there. He could let it go, but he's not going to let it go.
No, because he loved the woman. He did. He loved Sean.
He really loved her.
Mm-hmm.
And
he wants justice.
Real justice.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
He needs it.
Yep.
So he turns right around and turns that evidence over to the CIA.
Yep.
Says, I want you to deliver this to whatever his name is over in the CIA. Marshall over in the CIA.
Yep.
Give this to him. It's the evidence.
Mm-hmm. And pretty much sealed the fate of Gene Hackman right there. You knew it was over for him, right?
Hackman's career is over.
Yep.
It may not ever go public.
No, but he's done in Washington. He's done.
Yep.
Right.
And then we see the photo is finally rendered. And they're like, oh my God, it's him.
Right.
But he's gone already.
Wow. He's gone. So it's done. Like, this is the end of the movie, right? We're done.
He's like, I'm going to New Orleans and I'm going to become a serial killer.
Oh, wrong movie. Sorry about that. Yeah.
That's how he did it. This movie is a prequel to Mr. Brooks.
Oh, man.
No. But wait.
I like this scene.
There's more.
He's at her grave.
Yeah.
That's her
Finally,
grave.
he can
They
breathe.
don't tell you that. It's obvious. That's a fresh grave. It is her grave.
It's kind of, goes without saying that's where he's at. And I got justice for
guys
you.
Who are dressed like CIA. Clearly his handlers. A lot of people are looking for you. Well, you found me. Lucky boys.
Then we go back to the opening scene of the movie.
Yep.
Right?
Where he's talking to these guys. And then he walks up to the mirror, the two-way mirror, and he's like, when is he going to come out? And you're expecting the dude from the CIA.
Right.
But no.
It was me all along.
He is Gerry. He is the spy they said he was.
He is from the KGB. It's funny, the difference in the subtitles, guys, because this is actual subtitles from the movie. This guy's speaking Russian to him, and Costner speaks
he responds
back
Russian.
Yes,
but then he says, "Speak slower because it's been a long time."
It's been a while. Yeah. What a great ending!
I like this line.
Yeah.
And then, you cut out the response. He says those names, and he says, "What about so and so, and Solzhenitsyn?" Names he mentioned are all people who were oppressed by the Soviet Union.
Right.
And he goes, "I always liked that about you, your wit."
Yeah. What a great ending, man. I mean,
mind-blowing.
To find out,
the mind-blowing part is he's a man without a country now.
Yes. Yes. He's pissed them all off. Yeah.
He's his career is over in the military and working for the government, and he walks away from the Soviet Union. He won't go back.
He does not want to go back.
He
makes you wonder what happened back then.
all.
Something must have happened in Russia. to make him want.
Oh,
to
they're
be
about to
doing
shoot
that.
him there, and they said, "No, let him go. Where's he going to go?
Yeah,
where's he
going
going
to go? Yeah."
And then the camera pulls back to the helicopter again,
Mm-hmm.
and it shows you just how close this house was to the Pentagon.
Wow. What a great story. Was this based on a book by any chance?
Yes.
The Big Clock.
Okay. Yeah.
Fred Dalton Thompson. I love that guy.
Wow, man.
He's got that thick old
dude. I mean,
Kentucky
great.
accent.
You can't cast him as everything, but in the parts that he did take, he's fantastic in. Yeah. He's definitely a type. The big, burly, no bullshit guy, right?
Yeah, the guy that's always going to shoot straight.
Yep.
Shoot from the hip.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. No Way Out. It is a great film. You need to watch it if you've never seen it.
Absolutely. And if you haven't seen it, I hope you got out of here.
I feel bad for you because we spoiled it.
Yeah.
Because we spoiled the shit out of it. Yeah.
It must have been so hard for Gerry not to spoil it from me before we watched it.
It was very hard.
Gives away a little bit too much.
I would just say little things like, stop it. You will find out there's more that's going to happen because there's a huge twist at the end.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's
one of my favorite Costner flicks, man.
What kind of twist? Is it lemon?
Lemon?
Jesus Christ, no. But a lot of stuff that we watch, he's giving away a lot. Like, Martine would be annoyed. I'm fine with that. But with this movie, I'm glad that...
That's Apollo Atreides. He is the Shadak cataract.
Quetzalcoatl.
Cataract. Yeah.
Cataract.
One thing I got to say about Dune, they've got way too many names for one person.
Oh.
Just give them one name, okay?
Oh, Muad'Dib.
Paul Atreides, Paul Muad'Dib, Quetzalcoatl. Yeah, okay. The Mahi, I mean, come on. Just say Savior. Say Messiah. Whatever. Whatever.
Okay,
so many names.
I like this one. F11. I got to share this one. Bush just sent this to me, and I'm like, this is the Army. This is absolutely the fucking Army. Right here.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
Hosing down the driveway or the tarmac in a rainstorm.
Yep. Saw that one. That's great. That is the Army. Yep. Hurry up and wait.
Hey, listen, one of my mom's granddads, he was brilliant. He invented shit that actually got patented and stuff like that. But his wife could not explain to him why the roses didn't need watering when it was raining. That man could not change a light bulb. Like, for simple stuff, his brain wouldn't work. But otherwise, he was brilliant.
By the way, Zax did get a hold of me, messaged me earlier that he had to go to get some x-rays done. So that's why he wasn't able to join us today.
He wanted to. He told me after the doctor's appointment he's going to jump right in, but apparently he didn't get home in time. Which
Did you
sucks.
send him the link?
Yes.
I was so excited to finally be on a panel with him. We've been talking about this ever since I joined Pop Culture Minefield. He always wants me to come on his show, but that's too late for me. That's like 4 a.m. here.
Oh, man.
Well, this is one of Costner's best movies, if you ask me. And boy, he was a kid when he made this movie. Good Lord.
Babyface, yeah.
Was he even 30 years old yet?
He's in his 30s.
He was in his early 30s.
Looks younger, though.
He's exactly 9 years older than me.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So in 87, I was 23.
Yeah, he really... we had a burst of film production here between the turn of the century and 2010, and he really led the charge for people coming here. The first in the series that Gerard Butler did, Olympus Has Fallen, that I drove past the fake White House front every day on my way to work. It was right across the railroad tracks from my neighborhood. The remake of Straw Dogs with Alexander Skarsgård in it. My wife actually, she uses it as her phone cover a lot of the time. She was one of the people sitting in the stands, two blocks from where I'm sitting right now at the football stadium where I watch my high school football team play, where they filmed Straw Dogs football scenes at. you know, and she's sitting right next to Alexander Skarsgård. She's one of those True Blood girls that loved friggin' Eric Northman, man, you know, and she got to meet him, you know, take pictures with him.
I'm friends.
Costner's the guy that made all that happen.
I'm friends with the director that made that film.
Yeah.
Rod Lurie.
Mm-hmm. I like the original too with Dustin Hoffman.
I prefer the original, but I
too.
liked what I liked what Rod did. It's a good film. There's an interesting spin. But the original film is Sam Peckinpah, and it's just something else.
Right. But Costner's the one that led the charge. I mean, when he made The Guardian up here, it was the first one he did up here, and everybody followed him here.
He's very pro-America, pro-military soldiers.
Yep.
And I like that about him. He is what we refer to as, he considers himself a liberal, but he's closer to Stallone as a Hollywood Republican in his behavior.
Right. He's definitely conservative. You can tell on the stuff that he does on certain things. I'm sure he's liberal about other things, which, you know, I hate labels, man. I mean,
I'm liberal when it comes to helping the poor.
Yeah.
Very liberal.
I'm a liberal when it comes to raising kids. I mean, when I was raising my daughter, she's got to love a film like I do, and the only thing I didn't show her was sex in movies. When it was violence or cursing, I mean, she's heard worse shit come out of my mouth, and the stuff, the blood and stuff. I always told her that's ketchup. That's special effects. That's
Things were
real.
very PG for my daughter.
Yeah,
until she was 12.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. When they got in their teens, that's when I took the gloves off. I just didn't show her stuff with sex.
Well, the gloves came off for me for a reason, because when she was 12, I let her go with a monitor to the mall. They were going to go walk around the stores and get lunch at the food court here in Springfield. And she accidentally butt dialed me while she was hanging out with all of her girlfriends from school. And I could have hung up.
Yeah.
But I didn't. And I just listened, and it just wrecked me. It destroyed me when I heard things that those girls and my daughter were saying. And when Zoe got home, I was like, "Hey, baby, did you know you butt dialed me while you were at the mall?" She goes, "Did I?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Oh.
I said, "It was while you were at the food court when you were hanging out talking with your girlfriends."
Oh.
Yeah. That was some interesting subjects you guys were talking about. She goes, "I'm so sorry, Dad. I'm so sorry, Dad." I went, "I'm not PGing anything up for you. You're going to get full on Gerry now from this point forward."
Yeah.
So I would hear her in the back bedroom. I'd be playing Xbox, and I would say some fucked up shit to somebody, and I'd hear her in the back, "Dad!" I went, "Deal with it."
My daughter used to tell her friends I had Tourette's when I was playing Madden.
Hey, Sex in the house.
What's up, Zach?
Sax is in the house.
Hey, Sax.
Let me find your video. Here we go.
Fuck you, Kyle.
But yeah, man, craziness. But yeah, I mean, Costner may be a liberal, but he's very conservative in a lot of the stuff he does. Like I said, The Postman is top 5 Costner for me, even though it didn't make a lot of money at the box office. And once again, it's based on a book, you know.
I haven't seen that one yet. I need to go watch it.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's long though, Anima. Get ready for a 3-hour movie. It is a long,
my god.
It is. But it's kind of epic in its scope, man. It's amazing. It's just, it speaks to the power of freedom and how in this country it will never die. It takes place in post-apocalyptic United States on the West Coast, and he's just a guy going from town to town, putting on Shakespeare with his donkey, trying to get food. You know.
Okay.
And just entertaining folks for food. Basically is what he's doing. And because of some circumstances that happened to him, you just have to watch it. I don't want to give anything else away. Martin, you know what I'm talking about. It is.
No, I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it? Oh my God. No. Gerry,
because
I know he hears me and he's on the phone, but yeah, you guys have got to see that movie.
It's probably on his list anyway.
Let's explain what I haven't seen it.
Okay.
I saw Waterworld, and I didn't like it. I haven't seen the Atlas edition. I had it, but I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
I didn't like Waterworld, and when the Postman came, many people compared it to it.
Yeah, and you know they
And I
compared
said,
it to
"Oh
it.
no, I'm not falling for this again."
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm here to tell you it's one of my favorite movies I've ever seen. It's definitely top 20 in my book. I could watch that movie on a loop. It is just fantastic. It really is.
Okay, I'll give it a try. I'll give it a try.
Yep. You should.
Yeah,
The main thrust of that movie is freedom. First of all, isn't free, and it will never die. It will never die. The United States will never go away. It may have its downtimes, but eventually, the ideas that are rooted in freedom that this experiment started over back in the late 1700s will endure, no matter what happens to it. And I actually in these times, this is it's one of the best times to watch that film because there's a lot of anti-American sentiment, even in the halls of power in our own country now.
Zax is here. Why didn't you join us, Zax?
Because he just got home.
No excuse.
But yeah, I like the post.
Sorry, that was my doctor's office, and I had to take that call.
You're good, man. I tried to cover for you. I tried. I don't know how well I did, but
if I leave suddenly like that, it's because it's my doctor.
I was preaching the postman to these two that haven't seen it.
Heathens.
Yeah, I know. But I was just saying it speaks to the fact that that freedom will never die.
Wait. Sax, I send you a link over on Twitter. A DM. Look for it. I can say it.
We're at the end of the show anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. It's Sax.
Oh, he wants us to start the show over again? All right, fine.
I do not have time for that.
I don't either. I actually have to go to work now.
Yeah.
I have I'm dealing with a book cover right now with Dale Dye.
It is.
Can I ask you something, Gerry?
Here. There he is.
There's Zach. What's up, man?
It's Captain Pneumonia. How you doing, buddy?
Hello. Yeah. Don't I sound awesome?
Yeah.
You sound amazing.
Yeah.
I just feel like for some reason using that nickname that TV people had back in the 1800s called them lungers.
Lungers. That's it.
Oh, well, yeah, this is me right now. So
you sound you know what you sound like? Super Dave Osborne.
Exactly.
I think wasn't he Canadian?
You sound
him and his brother Albert Brooks.
There you go.
Are they Canadian?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Maybe I think so. Yeah, this is my life right now. It's ridiculous. So,
Gerry, I got a question for you.
What's that?
Oh, I was talking.
Super Dave. I think he was Canadian. Could be wrong.
Well, let's find out. If only there were a way that we could find out.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
Google machine.
The actor's name is Bob Einstein or Einstein. No, he was from Los Angeles.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, but I'll say I watched this movie and no way out. There's way more boobs in it than I remembered. So that's awesome.
It's the 80s.
It's a hard R.
Yeah,
it's the 80s, man. They were indiscriminate with boobs back then.
And I told Anima that it's like they slept together the night they met, and I'm like, it was the 80s.
Yeah.
It wasn't until like about 1990 that people started going, hey, maybe we should start curbing that free love shit.
Yeah. Right.
Because AIDS was getting bad.
Yeah, it was.
Oh.
Everything changed when Freddie Mercury died. He put a face to it. Him and
shit got serious, not with Freddie Mercury, but Denholm Elliott.
Yeah, Elliott.
When Elliott died, people are like, wait, he's not gay.
Right.
It's like, no, he got it from a transfusion after surgery.
Yep. I got a question for you, Gerry. Do you think you'd ever do the Postman on Military Monday? Would that be a good one for Military Monday?
Well, it is the military, technically.
basically he goes through basic training in the first act, doesn't he? I mean, yeah.
He's getting ready to fight a war.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
it could be conceived or thought of as a military film. So yeah, I could do that. It's too bad you couldn't join us earlier, Zach.
Yeah,
I would have
guys.
loved if you could have talked about it. Oh, no, it's okay, man. You sound so rough around the gills right now.
Ridiculous. Yeah.
Because you didn't even sound anywhere near this. I had no idea you were sick that first night we hung out on your channel.
Yeah, it's worse. I don't know why. Like Canadian healthcare.
Jesus
right?
Christ,
So,
you really sound like Dave Osborne. It's creepy.
maybe I am.
It's like, I promise you one stunt per show that will blow your mind. You will be so impressed. I love Super Dave Osborne. He goes, okay, at this point, like the very first episode of his series was so fucking funny, where he's like going to do the backboard stunt, basketball backboard, and his guest on the show is Ray, the pianist singer.
Ray Stevens?
No, Ray Blind.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Like cars?
because it opens up with this amazing car stunt, but you find out that it wasn't Dave driving. He let Ray Charles drive.
That's it, Ray Charles.
Ray
Yes.
Charles.
Why do we have such a mind block on certain things, man? Probably because
it's
the
called
movie
Game
about
Over.
his life is called Ray, and we can't remember his last name, right?
Which I always thought was Ray of Sunshine.
Oh,
Yeah, he died in 2019. That's right. It shocked me because the last time I saw him was on Norm Macdonald's YouTube stream. He was on his little interview show, and he was on there. He was a regular on there because he and Norm Macdonald were close friends. And now both of them are gone, Norm and Dave Osborne.
Yep.
R.I.P. Yeah.
So, but anyway,
I'd love to come back when I can talk. That'd be nice. But yeah. All right, guys.
Wednesday is the next time I stream, which is the morning gaming stream. You can come hang out and talk because I don't mind talking while I'm gaming.
Okay.
That's 10 o'clock on Wednesday Central Time. I forget, you're Eastern, right?
I'm Central.
Oh, you are Central, so it's
Yeah.
10 o'clock.
Yeah. Cool. All
They
right.
have Central Time in Canada?
We do. Yeah, believe it or not. Yeah.
Imagine.
It freaked me out. They got it in Mexico too, where Martin lives.
We have Newfoundland time too, so it adds like an extra 30 minutes in Newfoundland for whatever reason.
They don't have daylight savings time in Mexico, but what they do have is called, I'm trying to remember if I said this correctly, siesta?
Okay. That sounds good. I'll take two.
yeah. Why?
Now, when I was in Spain,
Why?
I was in Malaga and sitting in a hotel watching Starsky and Hutch one morning, and in Spanish, in Espanol. And I didn't care. It's fucking Starsky and Hutch. I'm just enjoying it. And they're like, yeah, slide on the car, pull out that Magnum, shoot one way, jump and shoot the other way. In Spanish. It was great. I was so lonely for American shit. I really was in Spain. And all of a sudden the TV goes off and there's like this little timer thing. And I asked Beto, or Pepe, our bartender, and he explained to me in very broken English, this is when people go to sleep. Everybody takes a nap in the country. I'm like, you're telling me everybody in the country goes to sleep right now? And I'm like, we could invade Spain.
Yeah.
Boom. There it is.
That is a window of opportunity right there, my friend.
Yep.
Tactical
Yeah,
advantage.
But why would you do that?
There's nothing in Spain except for great vacation spots. That's about it. I went to my favorite place there was Marbella. It's right there, right across the water from Morocco. It was awesome.
I have never been outside this country.
And by the way, I've never seen a sunset like that. The closest to it was the one when I was down in Chichen Itza in Mexico, down on the Yucatan. And my God, the sunset there was crazy because it really does this squished flat thing. with the sun as it's going down because you're so close to the equator.
Wow.
It was something else. Also, I had to wear 21 sunblock down there in Mexico all the time because I'm Irish. And like I explained, the Irish don't suntan. They go straight from pale to burn.
To burnt. Yeah. The only thing that keeps me from burning is the Indian part of me. That's the only thing that keeps me from burning because I'm half Irish. I'm with you. My brother burns at the drop of a hat, dude.
Which half?
I'm sorry?
Which half? You said your half. I said which half?
Okay.
I broke him.
My microchips are blowing. I am completely half Irish. I'm like 1/8 Indian, and I think that's what
completely half.
Yeah, it's my kneecap. My kneecap is
Irish. Yeah, the rest of it. Yeah, I'm gonna burn. Yeah.
I am 88.8% Celt, which includes Welsh, Scottish,
and 100% Dick.
And then I always refer to the last 12% as adopted Irish.
There you go.
Because it's a mishmash of American Indian, German, French, and apparently East African. And and that's where my cousin Sherry says, I think there's Jewish blood in our family. I went, I mean, that'd be cool, but I already have, like, all my siblings are Jewish. So, which was great around Christmas because I'd be eating ham going, this is so good. My brother Mike and my sister Luann just shoot me dirty looks.
Oh, man.
It's kind of salty. Have you ever had it? Oh, no, you haven't because it's not kosher.
I'm surprised they didn't shoot anything else.
Right.
I'm kidding, of course, because my brother Michael was the only one who tried to continue being Jewish as a religion, and that failed for him. And then all of them converted to either Roman Catholic or Protestant, most of them Catholic, like me. My sister Luann, in fact, converted to Catholicism, even though she doesn't believe in God. She converted for her marriage. But it led to some funny moments when I was a kid. And there was that period of time, it was like a year, where Michael, my brother Michael, actually was studying to become a rabbi. And I was in seminary to become a Catholic priest. And then I got laid at a party on a weekend.
That shit was over.
And it was absolutely over. I'm like, my first experience with vag, not a great experience, horrifying, nightmarish.
Way too young.
Yeah, I was 13, and I was traumatized by it. So and then when I was like a teenager, and I did it, I was 18. I'm like Kramer, and I'm out. When they did the no masturbation episode, I'm out.
Yeah,
like the first day,
I'm
out. I couldn't make it. And it happened at a pool party. I met this girl, and it was really funny because I came out of the pool, and I was wearing military cargo pants, combat BDU pants, big pockets, full of fucking water. Every pocket was just billowing out with water, slowly pouring out as I walked up out of that pool with an open red plaid shirt on. And I don't want to say her name because we're friends to this day, because I don't want her to have any problems with her husband. But she went, I heard her say it, like, damn. And I went, I'm getting laid. I didn't actually think that. I didn't think that, but I really liked her. And Mike Beatty always competed with me for girls, and I always got the girls over Mike because I'm funnier than Mike. Mike was really funny. Mike Beatty was a funny dude, but man, I said it in the Army, like, they were like, how do you score so much with women? I said, if I can make a woman laugh, I'm talking about a belly laugh where they might even fart or pee themselves, I'm getting laid by that girl. And they're like, really? And I went, oh yeah. I had a horrible reputation from it. And I would key on girls that had that kind of sense of humor too. I'm like, oh, she likes my jokes. I'm going to go over and talk to her. That's how I met Patty. She was roaring laughing the first. I did a tight 10-minute comedy act because I was doing comedy back in the 80s. And I did my tight 10, and she was fucking rolling. I got a date out of it, and we lived together for a long time. Anima doesn't find anything I say funny.
Not true. Shut the fuck up.
That's funny.
Tim.
I just don't get your jokes when you need to have grown up in America to get it. How would I get jokes like that?
What is this? Tim says, if Gerry is an Irish, then I'm a goddamn Chinaman. Oh, I'm Irish, dude. And the great thing is my daughter, because of her mother, is more Irish than me. She's up in the 90s, her percentile of Irish, because her mother is Irish. I mean, all the entire family's names are all Irish names. Harmon is like the best known one because they're related to Mark Harmon. Gerry, come out. What are you, an exorcist?
Oh, he's being dirty all the time.
Yeah, he is. Tim's in rare form.
No, it is. I think that when you make a woman laugh, you put them very much at ease with you.
Yep.
Because it requires trust to laugh with someone. And I've always felt that one thing women could always feel with me is safe. Because I would never do anything.
That and the release of endorphins and other endocrine things that turn them on.
What are you, an endocrinologist?
He's the scientist of the bunch, letting us all know how the brain works. Yeah.
Like that scene from Army of Darkness and other science things.
All I heard there was what's her name from Bones, just totally poo-pooing everything when she opens her mouth.
Growing up between scientists, among scientists, has its perks.
Yeah.
A monk scientist?
Among. AMONG. UFUCKER.
Gerry, you're relentless with him. Good Lord, dude.
I don't know why Martina's still here.
What about you, Rodriguez? You got anything to say? Yes, sir, but it's very difficult, sir, and I don't think you'll understand. Well, try me. Let me hear. Okay, sir. Mire, jefe, yo no sabía que yo iba a trabajar más fuerte que el caballo de mi tigre.
Oh my God. I will never get tired of it. I think it's so much fun. But that's the end of it. Got to get going. I got to go work on a book cover for Dale.
We love you, Martin.
I know.
I'm okay with him. He's all right.
Well, you don't count. So
what you think doesn't matter, Gerry.
Everybody knows Martina and I are the true bosses of this, so.
I wish.
Gerry's just a puppet.
Yep. That's right. Anima shoves her fist up my ass and works my mouth like a puppet.
Oh my God. Oh.
End the fucking show now, please.
Right?
Do it now. Do it now. Oh, and thanks for popping on, Zach.